It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Starting off the show tonight, we heard some Megadeth with Sweating Bullets. That one being dedicated to the fine, upstanding, law-abiding citizens of Ferguson, Missouri. Hope they're all sweating bullets.
Sure.
And we rounded things out there with The Fake Healer, our good friend Obama, this week. The Fake Healer.
Wait
a minute. I haven't introduced you yet. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of the healer, the funny healer, my good friend Chris Aiken. Now you may speak, sir.
Hope and change. Hope and change.
You don't normally interrupt me in my opening monologue.
Sorry, Jay Leno. I didn't know that it was written in stone.
God damn it. You get to be the feature guy on the show, and you can't even wait for your introduction.
Am I the feature guy on the show?
Oh, you're the liked guy on the phone. You're the guy who brings the funny.
Oh, whatever. If people haven't realized from when we do solo shows how bad it sucks when you don't set me up, then they're fucking stupid.
Right. Well, we are back, dwindling down the end of the year.
I know, isn't that crazy? We have what? We have next week, the 6th. 1, 2, 3, the 6th. The 13th is a takeover show. The 20th, and then we're done.
Yeah.
We have 4 shows left.
There you go.
Wow.
So, all right. Well, you know what? Tonight, since there's no guests and there's really no
Papa Roach.
No, I don't think so. I think you've already put that out there.
Yeah, well, yeah, and there's a story behind that of some unhappy people that I said that last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the people behind the PR machine?
Yeah, they weren't thrilled.
How did they hear it?
Because people were bitching on the Facebook about it, and I was arguing back.
Okay.
People bitched on the Facebook that, why even do it? Because I'm going to do a half-ass job and blah, 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 blah. And then I guess the people, the powers that be heard it and went back and listened to because I actually said, listen, I said something I was getting a bunch of shit from people about Papa Roach.
Okay.
And I just said to people, I said, here, listen to this segment, the last minute and a half, where basically we said, it's not going to air.
Right.
And then, of course, the wrong people listened.
Well, it gets more exposure being out there as a podcast anyway.
That's right, and I put it up a couple days early, so it gets some extra exposure.
Yeah, not only that, but usually the biggest news sites in the world pay attention to what we do here on the Classic Metal Show, and I'm sure Blabbermouth or Brave Words or any one of those worthy news sites will be broadcasting that. So I'm sure it'll get its due.
Someone will hear it. So, and if they don't, they don't.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Well, excellent. Well, I just figured since there's really no theme to the show, since there's really no guest tonight, and we are winding down, I feel it's going to be kind of a free-form, free-for-all type of thing.
I'm all for that. I'm in a silly mood.
Yeah.
I got a good buzz rolling, and I'm ready.
Really? Already tipping back a little bit of Grandpa's old cough medicine, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking Coronas, but I don't know, 8 in.
Do you have 8?
Yeah.
8?
Yeah, 8.
Do you have the lime?
I do have limes.
Oh, nice. Some people, they're just like, fuck it. Don't have the lime.
Professional alcoholic here, my friend.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure you were doing it upright.
Yeah, I know how to drink.
There was this girl.
Yeah.
When I was younger lad.
Okay.
Living out in California, I was running around with this gal for a while. Her name was Vicky.
Okay.
And my mom, who appeared on the show here a few weeks back,
big star.
She did not like her.
Really?
Yeah, she did not like her. And my mom owned 2 bars. She owned.
Well, hold on one second. I'll let you finish your story. But why aren't you calling your mom to tell this story?
Well, I don't see her online. I don't know.
Just give her a call.
Let me see.
What the fuck?
Let me
free form. Let's
go.
go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me get her phone number here.
All right.
Because I don't see her online, so I don't know if she's where she's at. So yeah, it would be a good story for her to be a part of the show.
Yeah.
So
I like your mom. She's fun.
Well, she is. She's a blast. You would definitely have a good time if you were to hang out at one of her bars. Well, she's only got one now.
I need to party with that bitch.
Right. She's a character.
Yeah, she seems like it.
Yeah, let me see here. Trying to figure out which phone number is which. I got two different ones.
Doesn't it suck now that we don't know any phone numbers?
Yeah, I know. I don't memorize any of these phone numbers.
No, anybody's phone number anymore.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna dial this number.
All right, let's dial her right up.
All right. One.
Dum. We're not gonna tell you the number.
See if she answers the phone call.
She be at the bar tonight, or is she?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hello?
Hello, Mama. It's your beloved son, Wendell.
Hello, Sugar Pie. How are you?
Good. You're live on the Classic Metal Show with us. Do you mind?
I am live.
You're live.
You have to be.
You're on the show with me and my friend Chris.
Hi, Mom.
You have to. Hi, honey. How are you?
Not as good as you, sweetheart.
What are you guys doing?
Well, I was in the middle of telling a story, and my friend Chris here had the bright idea to call you because it kind of involved you in a way. And he said, well, if you're going to tell this story, get her on the phone to verify or make commentary. So
okay.
I'm going to tell the story.
Okay.
I was about ready to tell the story about the Pegasus.
About which one?
Well, I'm going to get to it. You're going to know where I'm going with this. And,
okay.
And there was a girl that you did not like at all that I was running around with, Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
And and one evening, you and I were sitting at the bar, and you were having a few cocktails. And you basically told me, I do not like that girl, that wicked Wiki.
Yes.
So you did not like Vicky, and why did you not like her?
You don't want me to say something like that.
Yes, we
That's not
do.
nice.
I mean, was she a whore? What was her problem?
Huh?
Was she kind of hoary, or what was her problem?
I don't remember. I take the fifth.
Oh, come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. You raised a son. You raised a son that tells everything. You got to tell us why did you not like her?
Why don't you ask him why I didn't like him? He knew
Because
why.
I've got you on the phone, the person that didn't like her.
Well, she was kind of sleazy. And she might be listening. I don't want to talk about it.
What do you mean by sleazy? The way she dressed, the way she looked, what?
Everything.
Did you know guys that had fucked her?
Did I know? Or other than Wendell, I don't know. She must have. She had a couple of kids.
Well, she actually worked there at one for a short time.
Yeah, she did.
And well, for whatever reason, she rubbed you the wrong way. But in the throes of a little bit of inebriation, you basically drew me close by, and you go, "I don't like that girl, that wicked Wiki."
Wicked Wiki. That was her nickname.
So good.
Don't you guys get me involved in anything like this? I don't like to talk about things like that. That's been
So-
years ago.
Let me ask you, Mom. Did it drive you crazy that he kept seeing her even though he knew you didn't like her?
Well, let me put it this way.
All right.
he was going to do whatever he wanted to do, whether he liked it or whether I liked it or not. So what's the difference?
Well, it makes a difference, though, because you had the wisdom to see that this person was a piece of garbage, but he just wouldn't listen. Didn't that make you crazy?
Listen, Wendell was a magnet. Any girl that was running around loose that had a problem, Wendell always ended up with her. Ask him. He was going to fix all the girls up. I don't know why.
Chris loves this, by the way.
I love this.
I don't think he's ever had a girlfriend that didn't have a problem.
Well, I can attest to that.
Physically or mentally.
Cow.
Most of their problems were mentally.
So what do you think? What do you think is wrong with your son that he attracts fucking nutbags?
He's just too nice of a guy.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
You don't think that maybe he just has a little bit of nuttiness in him, which attracts the nutty chicks?
No, the problem with Wendell is that he thinks he can fix every girl that he likes, and they're all just beyond help. And ask him, he'll tell you.
That is true.
He's been through quite a few of them.
So what would your recommendation be for him to have a more successful dating life? Just let you hook him up with chicks, or what?
Hell no.
No, not you.
Did he tell you how I met him?
No, I don't know any of this.
Wendell.
All right, well, go ahead and tell him.
Huh?
Go ahead and tell him.
That way I met him, he was dating my daughter.
Okay. And was she a mess in the head,
That's
too?
how I met him.
Was she messed up in the head?
He was such a nice kid, and I thought he was, very, very well mannered and dressed well, and I adopted him.
But what was wrong with your daughter? Because you said every chick he's ever been with was messed up in the head.
I'm not going to tell you that. She might be listening.
But you're not denying that she has something wrong with her, right?
Oh, boy. I ain't going to say nothing. I said on the tip.
Oh, boy.
Isn't that right, Wendell?
That's right.
I'm in the public business. I can't afford to open my mouth and let words fall out because, I don't drink anymore, so I can't talk the way I used to.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Since I quit drinking, it's been a really different challenge.
Yeah, I miss it.
All right, Mom. Anything else? Anything you want to tell the fans since you've got a worldwide audience now?
Shame on you, Wendell, for doing things like that to your mother.
I asked you if it was okay. You could have said, no, I don't want to.
Well, you already had me in the air.
You still could have declined.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, Mom.
In private.
All right.
In private.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there we go.
So there.
Right, now, how did you convince this woman that you were good when you were fucking the shit out of her daughter?
No, I never tapped that.
You never tapped her daughter?
We barely went out. We went out like once.
But the mom liked you anyway?
Yeah, she liked me anyway.
So how does this story work out? Did you end up living there?
Well, no. What happened was, this is basically what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
I was married.
Okay.
And when I got divorced, or I was in the process of getting divorced.
Okay.
My boss at the time, this club was brand new. It just opened up.
Sure.
And they were doing whatever they could to attract business. It was basically just not even a half a mile from my house.
Okay.
Well, they advertised that they were bringing the girls from the Hollywood Tropicana up on Thursday evenings.
Okay.
The Motley Crue song was making the whole girls thing popular.
Yeah, right.
So the girls from the Hollywood Tropicana, not only would they perform at the Hollywood Tropicana, but they would splinter off and perform their act at various clubs in the LA region.
Okay.
So they were brought into the Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
And my boss, as a way of, as a camaraderie guys do, you're getting divorced, let's go see some, scantily clad chicks.
Like that.
All right.
Okay.
So we go to the club, my boss and me and one or two of the other guys that worked with me, we go to this club, and while we're at the show, this little dark-haired gal, which is, my thing,
Yeah.
she's like kind of like paying attention to me. She was a waitress.
Okay.
And, she kept kind of circling around there and whatever. And I got to talking to her and whatnot. And I didn't know that she was the owner's daughter.
Okay.
I just thought she was just one of the chicks that worked there.
And the owner is your
Mom.
quote unquote mom?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So then, one Friday evening, I think I went in there and the place was just like empty because it was a new place. It's, still hadn't really gotten on its feet yet.
Mm-hmm,
And
sure.
it was a big place. It was a big club. It could hold like 450 people, had all the latest equipment in there, big screens, lights, lasers, smoke,
Okay.
big dance floor, big sound system.
Right.
It was a big club.
Which makes it even more sad when it's empty.
Yeah. So I went in there and there was maybe a half a dozen people in the place, and the sound system is blaring and I'm just kind of like sitting there. And I basically went there to see this chick,
Right. Sure.
So I went there and I'm sitting there chit-chatting with her and whatever and getting to know her a little bit. And while we're talking, I said to her, man, whoever owns this club, they must be taking a bath on this place.
Right.
And she just kind of like looked at me and she goes, my parents own this club. It's just like, holy shit, really? So after going in there a couple more times to see her,
Yeah.
she, Nellie, my mom, and Carl had come in and she's just like, yeah, this is Wendell, this is my mom and dad and blah, 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 and they just kind of took to me, But she and I never went anywhere or did anything. It never got beyond the just kind of like a one dinner types thing because she just was into other things I wasn't into.
Right. Okay.
So it just, the what do you want to call it? The chemistry just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit too straight laced for her. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
So that just wasn't where her head was. I mean, she liked me and everything, but I wasn't the partier.
Okay.
So
I was way more her type.
probably,
Right.
who knows? I just wasn't the party guy.
Right. Sure.
At that point, I never even drank.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Shit, you didn't really start drinking until like 5 years ago.
26. I didn't have my first drink until I was 26.
But I mean, you didn't start drinking even on a semi-regular basis
Yeah,
until
pretty
very
much.
recently.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's in Chicago.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
No.
I used to drink wine, or I still do, but as far as like having drinks, I mean that even today I don't really drink that much.
No, but I mean, sometimes you'll go out and you'll have a few with
Oh yeah, absolutely.
somebody or whatever.
Yeah, but prior to that was never part of my
Right.
life. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But that was the reason why. But we remained good friends, and her mom and dad really liked me, and they trusted me.
Right.
And they allowed me to be a part of their establishment.
Right.
And I DJ'd there, and I would manage the place while they were gone, and just be the kind of the call, the go-to guy if they needed
Right.
some help or whatever. And periodically, they would like to go take trips up the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this nice Mercedes, they had this nice 4-door Mercedes, and they would basically say, "Hey, do you want to drive us, up the coast? We'll pay all the expenses and stuff."
We're like, yeah.
Yeah. So we'd go up to like the Metallica area up in Solvang, which is like a Danish town up in the up along the coast up north of Santa Barbara. And Carl, he's Danish, and
Okay.
he'd like to go up there because they had traditional Denmark meals, and the whole atmosphere and the music and the whole thing. And we would go up there for a day or two, and they would get my hotel and my food and everything, and we would just I'd be kind of like their chauffeur, just kind of drive them around so they could just kind of enjoy themselves.
Sure.
And they could drink and whatever and not have to worry about getting back to the hotel or getting back home safely or whatever.
Okay.
So I always took care of them because they were good to me.
Right. Well, that's cool.
So that's how the relationship went, and that started back in 1985.
Oh, and you're still how often do you talk to her?
Oh, probably once a month at least.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so about 30 years now.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy that the 80s or 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
But, as you can tell, she has a very strong affection toward me, as has her own.
Sure.
And,
well, that's great.
And that's the way it goes. But, boy, she did not like my girlfriends.
Yeah, sounds like it.
She was just like, oh, that one is fucked up.
She was uber protective.
Yeah, what are you doing with that one? But she was right about every single one of them, though.
She really took on the mom.
She did.
Actor.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
Absolutely. So she did not like the girls.
Right.
Just like, what are you doing with that one?
It's too funny.
That's trouble right there. So, anyway. But it was fun. It's fun.
Sure.
And she's a character, so.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So if you and I ever make that trip out to L.A. together and go be part of Bob Nalbandian's show and whatnot, we'll have to swing through there and go to the bar, and you can hang out.
Will she let me drink for free?
I don't know. Probably.
I hope. I'd like to take advantage. I mean, have a couple of free drinks.
Sure. Right.